What's up, everybody? Sorry we are late. That's my bad.
Banger music.
I know, right? I love the new opening music. I figured out you can actually look. There's a catalog on YouTube. You can actually select videos and not get in trouble for like copyright violations or anything like that. Yeah. So we're good. Anyway, welcome back to the show. Welcome to another episode of the Derp State, where we're going to talk about today's probably most ridiculous stories. We're going to talk about RFK Jr. getting his ass handed to him during the recent hearings. We have new revelations that were immediately taken aback by Mike Johnson that Donald Trump was an FBI informant, and now they're saying he obviously was not. So I have the video of Mike Johnson walking that entire thing back, which is just absolutely hilarious. But for the short period of time, MAGA literally ran with it and started posting some videos. So I have a couple of videos from social media for you guys to share with you guys, which is just absolutely crazy. Donald Trump seems to be talking a lot about God lately in the Bible and all that stuff, which gives me hope that he's about to kick the fucking bucket. Oh, man. Just come on already, man. Just put us out of our misery or whatever the phrase is. But anyway,
him or us, someone needs to be put out.
I know, right? So we have a lot to discuss. I also want to touch base on the story I talked about a couple days ago about the Hyundai factory. Apparently, it was the woman from TikTok that caused all of this. She could have possibly cost her state billions of dollars. And Korea is pissed, all because this one MAGA Karen decided that she wanted to report illegals without any evidence whatsoever. And of course, in Trump's America, you don't need evidence. You just need accusations and the wrong colored skin.
And all the evidence in the world that it does exist, like for this thing right here, right there, they ignore it.
I know, right? So, yeah, we got a lot to talk about. And then the big one is hilarious is MAGA cannot wrap their head around the fact that there are so many protests against their orange clown king. They just don't get it. So they are online. I'm going to show you my Facebook page, probably one of the most toxic places on the internet because it is infested with Trump supporters. But they honestly believe that there is some large conglomerate that is paying people to protest. They just can't wrap their head around why we. I know, I really do.
I wish I'd be rich.
Because protesting is expensive. This shit is not easy. I've traveled. This will be my 14th trip this year. I've been to New York, D.C., Maryland, Virginia. You know what I mean? Pennsylvania, all as a result of this. And I can promise you, I did not get any checks from George Soros. Still waiting. I applied, but
I have tried so hard in all my social media videos to be such a good little Soros cuck, and not a single fucking cent has come my way.
Not even a thank you. I mean,
no thank you, not at all. I was about to go JD Vance on Soros.
I know, right? But anyway, we actually have a special guest tonight as well. This young lady I met in Washington, D.C., thought she was really cool, loved her videos on TikTok, and she has agreed to come on tonight's show to talk shit with us. So welcome, first time to the show, Catherine, a.k.a. Captain America, or Cap'n America, I can say it right.
Love that.
On TikTok. Welcome to the show. How are you?
How you guys doing? I'm doing all right. Also, waiting for my Soros, DNC, whatever check.
I'm telling you,
at this point. Jesus.
Yeah.
Taylor Lawrence's story, she posted the DNC is paying other influencers, just not people that are critical of Israel or the DNC.
Yeah. Exactly. So, all right. Well, just so everybody knows a little bit about you, I mean, you can tell us as much or as little as you want of your backstory.
Yeah, sure.
Fill everybody in a little bit. You told me before you used to do commentary streams.
Yes. So I used to and still do stream on Twitch. Captain America handles everywhere except for Instagram, where they randomly made me put a period in between Captain and America because they hate me. Thank you, Mark Zuckerberg. But yeah, so I have been a political employee since about 2012 was my first ever campaign, working for Elizabeth Warren's original Senate campaign.
Nice.
Yeah, it was a great place to catch the politics bug. Really good vibes. Also one of the least toxic campaigns I've ever worked on.
That's always good.
Yeah, great staff, great vibes, great candidate. Would work for her in a heartbeat again if she asked me to.
That's cool.
From there, I've worked for the party. I've worked for like consulting firms. I've worked for those like dark money places. And felt like I still wasn't really doing enough. So I wanted to take a little bit more control, sink my teeth into actually like trying the whole content creation thing myself and participating more. So I have been out and about in DC fighting the occupation since it started. And it's great.
Yeah. And the resistance is definitely growing in DC.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and the veterans are still there. They're still holding the line. They're not going anywhere. And according to Jolly, from what I can tell, when he makes a commitment, he sticks to it. So he's told any city that they start sending the National Guard into, we're going to have veterans outposts in every single city as well. Because they're talking about Chicago, which I guess they're trying to backtrack a little bit on. What you said, Boston before the show?
I would love them to try Boston.
Good luck with that one.
That would be so funny.
Yeah.
Fucking
Boston has a lot of pride when it comes to...
Yeah. Let's see.
I will go buy like a 16-pack of Sam Adams, drink it all at once, start dropping the R's, and just be like, fuck yeah, guys. Let's go.
I know. I would actually drive to Boston for that just to see what would happen. That would be so entertaining. Yeah. Well, they have Chicago, too. Like, you must be crazy. I've been seeing people make videos from Chicago like, we dare you. Like, they're not scared at all. And then they have Pritzker. I don't like billionaires at the moment, but he seems to like at least have everybody's best interests at heart. Yeah, the salt trucks were a good touch.
Yep,
lined up around the city. So, but this is not going anywhere. Like I said, I'm going back. You guys know this. I'm going back on the 14th. I guess I should plug that real quick. I'll be there for a whole week, and then if you guys want to. Yeah, that's right. My birthday's on the 17th, so I'm going to do a live stream, and I'm actually glad to see Jolly and them. They're actually outside of the Heritage Foundation because that should be our focus. Because Trump is just a puppet. The Heritage Foundation, or I like to call them the White Heritage Foundation, they're writing all the policies. They're writing the executive orders. The only ones that are Trump's are the really stupid ones, like the Golden Dome. That's definitely a Donald Trump idea.
Yeah,
right, the ballroom.
Like that, it has to be. Jesus,
right, anything that has to do with image and all that stuff. That's Donald Trump, because that's all he cares about is looking good and having gold-plated everything. Apparently, Caroline Leavitt.
Doesn't look good.
No, it looks.
It's so tacky.
James and I are trying to work on a skit where it's like a Donald Trump / gold member.
Yeah.
Nice.
Would you like a smoke and a pancake, a pipe and a grape, no, a cigar and a waffle?
Like, think about it. Like, it looks like Temu decorations in the Oval Office now. Everything is gold. They even reupholstered the seats in gold. It's
what
so
I would
bad.
imagine, like a drunk aunt from 1970s from Staten Island being like, "This is the epitome of class."
Right?
Like, that's what I imagine.
Chain smoking.
She's got one of those cigarettes, and it's on like those long stem things.
Yes. So. All right. Let's get into some of these topics here because we got to talk about RFK. Kitty. Oh, what's the cast's name? I forget.
His full name is Abraham Elizabeth Lincoln.
Nice.
Oh my God, he has a full name. I just named my cat Snuggles.
He came with Abraham Lincoln because he was found on Lincoln Street as a kitten.
All right, that works.
And I added the Elizabeth because I thought it was funny.
That is funny. I like that. So, all right,
and
let's
when
talk
I'm
about
alone in my apartment and I'm yelling at him, it's Abraham Elizabeth Lincoln.
Can you imagine your name?
Really
Abraham Lincoln.
Yep.
That's funny. So I know James likes to talk about RFK Jr. Your skits are RFK Jr. are hilarious. If you guys
I gotta do that
out
one
James,
more. It's so fucking fun to do his character. It's way more fun than doing Trump ever was.
I know, right? But let's talk about him because he apparently has found the you guys will never believe it. He has found
the Holy Grail is what happened.
He found the cure he found the source of autism, everybody.
Oh, God.
Tylenol. What the fuck is wrong with this guy, man? It was like, and of course it's right before his deadline that he set. He's like, by September such and such a date, we're gonna announce the cause of autism. So this is what we're dealing with, everybody. Anti-vaxxer. Who thinks Tylenol causes autism. course,
and again, the
people,
the companies, the pharma companies are the ones that backed these folks, right? They wanted Trump because they wanted the deregulation, they wanted their tax breaks, and now look at what it. Can you imagine the stocks right now? I got to look that up right now. The stocks of Tylenol, it's got to just be an absolute cliff right now.
Yeah, it's crashing pretty hard, and this is, of course, based on no actual scientific evidence whatsoever. Yeah, coming from the guy who always has like a Zen in his mouth every time, and he probably takes steroids because nobody's that buff at that age without taking some kind of supplement. So
yeah, he's definitely on the Ozempic for sure.
Oh yeah. So all right, let me play my first video here. I have a bunch of them. So let me go ahead and play this one. Here he is talking about how we're back to vaccines cause autism, guys. We're back to the Jenny McCarthy freaking drama about this shit. Was that the right person? I think it was. Yep. Jenny McCarthy was the one burned
Jenny
around
McCarthy, the one that buried a Wahlberg.
Oh, yep, that's Jesus. The one. That's the one. All right, so
that's
here
what
we go.
I would absorb from the Massachusetts in me.
Here's the guy with the brainworm talking about autism. Jesus Christ, I can't believe this.
And they said, let's see if these mercury vaccines are causing autism. So they looked at one vaccine. They can look at every vaccine record, and then they can look at your medical claims to see if you had seizure disorders or allergies, or if you have an autism diagnosis. They can do a cluster analysis, and they can look for associations. So they looked at the hepatitis B vaccine, which is loaded with mercury during the first 30 days of life. They looked at kids who got it during the first 30 days. They compared them to kids who did not get it during the first 30 days, who got it later or didn't get it at all. And here's what they found. The relative risk of smoking a pack of cigarettes a day for 20 years and lung cancer is 10. This was 11.35. They knew.
Is that because of thimerosal?
What was causing from thimerosal.
Okay. All right. So just a fun fact about thimerosal. It's been out of most vaccines since like the early 2000s. And I believe they're removing it or have removed it from almost all of them, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, so we're back to vaccines cause autism. And this is, of course, based on no scientific proof whatsoever. This is just conspiracy theory people.
Yeah. The original author of that vaccines cause autism study actually retracted the paper because it was so full of bullshit, and that was the only way to keep his medical license. Like he had, how much do you have to fuck up before you write something and like, actually, you know what? Never mind. That's how bad it was.
So what, Catherine, what did you think when we kind of figured it was going to be RFK, because first he started as a Democrat running for president. And then now all of a sudden he's a diehard MAGA conspiracy nut job. Why he always was one. Mm-hmm. What did you think when you heard the guy with the brainworm is going to be running our health department?
Oh God. Well, so lots of my family work in medical care in various different avenues. So it was just extremely heartbreaking to see someone with absolutely some of the most dangerous views I've ever heard suddenly be put in charge of the major health agency in America, because it's one thing for you to just be able to like spread this misinformation and have people believe that if they want to. It's a completely different story if you're able to dismantle it from inside, which is unfortunately what I believe he's been doing with the whole what has happened with like the CDC director, his nightmare hearing, which oh my God.
We have clips.
I can't wait. Oh, I love those clips. But yeah, it's just like, just reminds me of the whole like JD Vance in the VP debate where he was like, I was told there was going to be no fact checking.
I know, right? It's like, excuse me.
And it's like, oh yeah, okay. Apparently like science doesn't exist anymore. That's fine. Whatever. We can go back to like freshman bio Punnett squares, and that's just how the world works. Whatever. So
yeah, speaking of JD Vance, when I open Twitter, the first thing I see is a JD Vance video talking about masculinity while wearing eyeliner. I'm just like, this doesn't make sense. Nothing makes sense anymore.
New Secretary of War has to have his own. He spent like $110,000 to put a fucking makeup chair and makeup room in his office. And these are the guys talking to us about masculinity. What the? And then that story about, I just saw the thing about Trump again, the first deposition with Ivana, she gave a declaration that he was so pissed off because he had some kind of hair surgery to cover up a bald spot. So he ended up abusing her. Yeah. And again, the dude had gender affirming care. Yeah. That's what it was. And
he had scalp reduction.
Yeah, scalp, that's what it was. And somehow these guys are the masculine. It makes no sense. Right. Especially when you sound like this. There's nothing healthy about this voice. It hurts me to do.
And then you got Elon Musk with the broken penis. I mean,
detachable.
Just penis. Alphas, bro. Just alphas, man. I'm telling you, all day long.
He's still somehow able to steal Stephen Miller's wife, so he's got something.
So I don't get it.
Money. He's got money. That's
I'm sorry. Sometimes I just have to scream because none of this makes sense. Irony is dead. Here, I'll show. All right, let's just go to the clips from RFK Jr. at the hearing because he got shredded, truly shredded. All right, but here's one where the guy asked him. He says, "Would you agree that Donald Trump should get the Nobel Peace Prize?"
Oh yeah.
For fast tracking the COVID vaccine, and then catches RFK Jr. immediately in something else that he's also been saying, which contradicts everything, because the MAGA hates the COVID vaccine, and they forget Donald Trump is the one that is responsible for getting it on the market as fast as it came on the market. They did forget about that. The one thing they hate the most, vaccines, and Donald Trump is quite literally responsible for it. But whatever. This is MAGA we're talking. We're not dealing with rational people. All right, so anyway.
There's no fact checking here.
I know, right? No, what are you talking about? All right, so anyway, let me play this video.
Mr. Secretary, do you agree with me that the president deserves a Nobel Prize for Operation Warp Speed?
Yeah, absolutely, Senator. That was phenomenal.
Let me ask you, but you just told Senator Bennett that the COVID vaccine killed more people than COVID.
Wait,
that was a statement.
I did not say that.
Okay, then let me ask, because you also...
Senator, I just want to make clear, I did not say that.
We'll check the record. That's
All right, so in the same exact hearing, RFK Jr. not only said that Donald Trump deserves a Nobel Peace Prize for this vaccine, but that the vaccine is also dangerous and has killed more people.
And it's a reminder that Bill Cassidy guy is an actual doctor, and he voted to confirm RFK. I was just double checking it. So he created this monster. It's the Frankenstein thing of the Senate. And vaccines are miracles. We've literally gotten to the point where we're living so long that we can now look back at it and be like, you know what? We don't need to do all this shit anymore. And then we can just start dying again. It used to be, if you had a kid, flip a coin to see if they would even make it 10 years old. That's how bad the diseases were. And these vaccines are miracles.
You could die from a bad case of diarrhea back in the day for crying out loud. You know what I'm saying? Like, really?
For real.
But well, let's think about it. Measles was completely eradicated in the year 2000, which means there was literally 0 cases in the United States for a period of 12 months. Gone. And now we have cases of measles all over the place. Polio could come back. All this stuff that
polio is fucking brutal. I mean, it just you see some old footage or not footage, but pictures of kids that had it, and they're just
wasn't what was the name of the president that had it? Was it FDR?
Roosevelt.
I think it was FDR.
Yeah. So it's brutal. I mean, maybe we'll get lucky. Maybe natural selection will just take its fucking course. I mean, we are truly living in the prequel of the movie Idiocracy. Like I say this all the time. Okay, Idiocracy.
I think we're halfway through Act 1 for that.
I know, right? Like, this is fast track. They said we had 500 years. This is way too fast. I can't handle it. But we are quite literally being run by the dumbest of people that are not qualified whatsoever.
Repeatedly. And the best thing that liberals can possibly do is just listen to their doctors, take as many of the vaccines that are recommended. We just have to outlive these fuckers, and at the rate they're going, it's not going to be a hard fight.
Right. They're out there drinking raw milk, not getting vaccinated. Like,
it's so bad for you. I grew up on a farm.
Could possibly take
drinking raw milk is not good for you.
Well, think about the next disease that comes out, our next virus.
Yeah, the next COVID.
What's going to happen in the United States when they're like, nah, we're just going to let it run its course? Because that was the solution they had for bird flu. Just let it run its course. I believe it was RFK that said that shit.
Yes.
Just let it kill all the birds. What the fuck? Okay. Anyway, Bernie does a good job of completely destroying RFK, because then RFK starts talking about, well, you
I wrote
took
the damn
money.
bill.
You took money from pharmaceutical companies and blah blah blah, and Bernie just turns it on him. I like Bernie, I do. For an old fart, he's a good dude. He's not rich. He's not rich. If you look at his net worth, I believe it's only 6 figures. I don't even think. Or no, wait, Bernie might be a little bit richer than that. I might be thinking of AOC. Whatever, it doesn't matter. But he's not one of the corporate elites.
Yeah.
This is the type of guy you would think MAGA would be behind. You know what I mean? He's for the people, but
well, he had that appeal. He had that. Same with Mamdani. They had this cross party appeal, and the Democrats ice him out, and they're screwing themselves. And
they did ice him out because if I'm not mistaken, he won the vote against Hillary Clinton for the Democratic nomination, and they ended up going with Hillary anyways.
Yeah,
we could have had Bernie.
Of the Nevada caucus where it's a yay or nay thing. So the DNC hack is up there and saying all those in voting for Hillary, and just a couple, and then all those in favor of Bernie, and this just erupts. The whole town hall erupts.
Yep.
And they're like, all right, Hillary wins it. It's like, what the fuck?
What just happened,
it was
man?
Totally fucking rigged.
Yeah, so I like Bernie, though. I guess you could consider me a democratic socialist, which, according to new reporting, is really picking up steam. People are starting to understand what democratic socialism means, and they're starting to like it because democratic capitalism blows.
Yeah, the abundance theory, right?
Right? It's like you work 40, 50 hours a week in America just to be poor. What kind of fun is that? It's not fun. But they then dangle the illusion of you're going to be rich one day. Just keep at it.
Carrot on a stick thing. Yep.
Yep. And MAGA eats it up. So, all right, let me play this video of Bernie, and then Catherine, I want to get your opinion of Bernie here.
Every single Republican, I don't mean to be political here, Mr. Chairman, has received PAC money from the pharmaceutical industry. Are they all corrupt as well?
And I'm telling you, the American Heart Association has been co-opted by the food
Everybody
industry.
but you, Senator. But you know what? When you ran for president, we have a corrupt campaign finance system. Maybe you will agree with me on that. Okay, you were already president. You got a billionaire behind it. You received $300,000 from people, not from the industry, people in it, as I did, from individuals. You corrupt. President Trump got $3 million. Every Republican got corporate PAC money for the pharmaceutical industry. Democrats as well. Everybody is corrupt, but you? Is that what we're looking at? I don't think so. And I think the issue now...
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Well, I think you do know.
That's it.
Are you saying the pharmaceutical industry was supporting my presidential campaign?
I'm saying, I'm not saying that.
I knocked my teddy bear down, dude. Literally perfect.
Jeremy, we lost you.
Oh, no.
I'm so here. We have one of his.
Oh,
you are?
Bear. Yeah, I'm good. I dropped my bear.
You're putting away your bear? What?
No, I have like a camouflage. My dad had this old camouflage teddy bear. It's got like. Oh. I knocked him over when I was running around the room laughing. I don't even know what you're talking about. Like, obviously, bro, we know.
There was like the brainworm had just taken over. The
brainworm is just trumpeting.
Just the blank stare on his face. He's like,
yeah, that brainworm is like the alien in Men in Black, like under the head.
Oh yeah, the tiny Tony Shalhoub.
Yes,
this exactly little guy running the things there. What do you think of Bernie, though? Like, seriously, dude, I think he's good for the country.
In general, I absolutely love his policies. I love what he stands for. I love his idealism. The one thing that has kind of prevented me from being a full-on, like, oh, yes, I'm absolutely feeling the burn, has been I've always felt like there's been a little bit of a disconnect between, like, great, I love this, how do we implement it?
Right.
Like, I love your passion, but I haven't seen it. Like, I haven't seen the proof in the pudding. So I would say I lean more towards like an Elizabeth Warren kind of pragmatism, where I feel, where she has the same like idealism of Bernie, but has the kind of law professor of, okay, let me argue it through and let me explain exactly how I'm going to get to this final solution.
I actually like that. I never really thought about it that way.
Catchphrase. She was like, I have a plan for that or something like that.
Yes.
Yeah. Because, well, I mean, in order for us to become a democratic socialist country, first we have to get out of fascism, which is going to be an extreme challenge. But at the same time, we can't build a new society that way until we burn this one to the ground. I'm sorry, metaphorically, of course. Don't violence. No, of course, because
NSA work for legal reasons. That's a joke.
Right. So, like, yeah, Palantir. But no, seriously, because we can't fix this system. I'm at the point now where I don't believe we can fix our government. There are too many foreign influences. I'm not going to name any countries at the moment, just because apparently that country has made a deal with Google to suppress anything. Apparently, it's a hate crime to say anything bad about this country now.
Yeah.
Apparently, it is truly a hate crime. You can't burn their flag. It is illegal. You can burn the American flag in this country, but you cannot burn a certain blue and white flag with a star on it from the country that shall not be named. That is a hate crime.
It's Voldemort.
Make it make sense. If that doesn't tell you who is truly running America, the Zionists are truly running America, Christian and otherwise. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
it's just gotten bad.
That Alejandrovich, whatever that guy, was arrested in Vegas for trying to fuck a child and able to flee the country. And then, hey, skipped his hearing. Wow, who could have seen that coming?
Yeah,
no consequences for that. I mean, it's unfucking believable, the power.
I mean, the president didn't suffer any consequences when he did that, so why should this random guy?
No, but even I didn't know this either. But even Kamala Harris is taking over $9 million from AIPAC. I guess I can mention that.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's why she wouldn't even have a Palestinian at the DNC.
Yeah,
I will say though, if I may, just
go ahead. Go ahead.
I think just in general, going back to Citizens United was like the breaking point where money started to corrupt politics into in a place that we can't get back from. Just because if you look at like even Open Secrets, if you look at it done by industry, I don't think pro-Israel makes it even to the top 20. Mm-hmm. So you've got stuff where it's like the real estate agent, like they're just completely fucking over housing policy. You've got pharma completely ruining what could have been the amazing progress we were making with the Medicare drug negotiations, where we first did those 10 drugs and we had 14 more. But then, of course, this administration was like, never mind, we're not going to do that. Yeah.
And now people are going to lose their insurance. It's been some 15 million.
Most people don't know this, but the pharmaceutical companies are one specifically, and I can't remember the name of it, is responsible largely for the opioid epidemic that we're currently seeing.
Yeah.
Rudy Giuliani it was Oxycontin is the drug. They were going to take the drug off the market, or they were going to label it extreme, because they were marketing Oxycontin as non-habit forming and safe alternatives.
Total bullshit.
Right. And, now all these people got hooked on Oxycontin and other pills, and now we have this big wave. And then, of course, there's a demand. So when there's the demand for drugs, eventually comes the supply. Yeah. And unfortunately, America is the most medicated country, legally and illegally.
Well, there's such a craze over fentanyl right now. Fear fentanyl. They're putting it in your fucking coffee nowadays. When the simple fact is, more people are dying of overdose from legally prescribed medications than anything out there that's illegal. Yeah. So why are we not hauling in these Sacklers, these Purdue Pharma execs, and they should all be lined up against a fucking wall? That's what we need to be doing. And any Democrat, you're talking about getting out of this mess of fascism, you're 100% correct, but we're not going to get out of it until the Democrats embrace radicalism and stop with this centrist bullshit, because Nuremberg is the compromised position for what's happening with ICE, and any Democrat that does not get on it and get with the fucking program should not be taken serious, including
Newsom. We can't put a Band-Aid on a giant axe wound. Like your leg just got blown off and you're trying to patch it up with a couple Band-Aids.
Yeah, you just stepped over a landmine and you're missing your torso. And they're like, here's a Band-Aid.
I can still fight. I can still fight. That's not going to work. So.
And that's the thought process. What's that?
Tis but a flesh wound.
I love the Monty Python reference. Oh my God. That was one of my favorite movies back in the day, The Rabbit. All right, so let's we got to just touch base on this story that we did talk about before, and that was the raid at the Hyundai factory. Apparently, these were all specialized workers.
All cleared, by the way. They were cleared by CBP.
Right. No charges, I don't believe, have been filed.
No criminal record.
They were going to employ, I believe it was up to 8,000. This factory, not just the factory, but the surrounding businesses that would have come up as a result of this factory. You're talking 8,500 jobs, I think is what I read. And one woman on TikTok who is a MAGA woman who apparently is running for some kind of office reported that there was human trafficking, slave wages. Let me get his. Sorry, get rid of this ad here, and like just illegal work practices. So now Korea's pissed. Obviously,
yeah. They're thinking about revoking foreign nationals from America now because of this.
So this one woman, without any facts or evidence whatsoever, could cost the state of Georgia over $1 billion and thousands of jobs, and that's not including any other project because South Korea has invested tens of billions of dollars in the United States.
She should be shamed, and she should be persona non grata. We cannot let these terrorists continue to do these kind of things and get off scot-free. We should know who this person was, and we should make sure that she never has a moment of peace.
Did you see the video, Catherine?
I did not see the video, but I am the least surprised to hear that it is a white woman. Because
I have the video.
Does she have a fucking bowl cut?
If you guys haven't seen it, I gotta show it to you.
One of the reasons I keep getting more tattoos and I have more plans to get more is just like I need people to know. No, I know I look like I could be. I'm not. Please, like, let me get more. Maybe I'll go back to having purple hair or something.
There you go.
I've come up with, I think, a theory on why MAGA men hate nose rings so bad and tattoos.
It's such a weird obsession.
Think about it. It means the woman's over 18 years old.
Yeah.
You got a point there.
I mean, seriously, think about it. Like the colored hair. Now younger kids are getting, but it used to be like, when you turned 18 and you're out of the house, you wouldn't color your hair and rebelled and all that stuff. That was actually, I grew up a long time ago.
I will say one like odd theme I found in my comment section, especially on TikTok, is a lot of MAGA men will immediately go for the like, you're disgusting and I don't want you.
Yeah.
But then somehow like there's a weird, I'll never forget, there was one comment where like someone said something mean about me. And so, of course, I naturally roasted them back because I'm like, no, if you're going to come in, this is going to be like a mutual, I get to do what you did to me.
Right.
And I will never forget the response was, ha 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 ha, you're cute for a liberal. And I was like, no. I know that you want to come in here and you want to like tame us and you want to get us to the point where we no longer speak out against you. We'll be like the nice subservient women, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Like, no.
Yeah.
You say you find us disgusting, but that's just because we're not going to put up with you.
But why?
If we gave you a chance, you would.
That's what I don't understand. Like, ladies, if you go on a date, you need to be asking who they voted for.
Oh, I refuse to go on a date until I've asked who they voted for.
Yeah, I've had that on the dating apps a couple times. I've been talking
these
to
MAGA men,
because I look like I would have voted for Trump, and I'm like, no, very much not.
A lot of the MAGA men, like there was one guy I made fun of on TikTok, and you were just asking me, babe, he's like, we don't need y'all liberal women, we don't want y'all's DNA, and I'm like, this guy has never seen a vagina a day in his life.
That's the fact.
Talk about mixing DNA, bro. Like,
I think if I were to encounter that man in real life, I think my vagina would make the Windows shutdown noise and just be like,
right.
It's true.
That's hilarious. You would hear just like a door closed.
They obsess over like hair colors and septum piercing, and then you see them and what they look like, and it's like, yeah, you have never gotten laid. You still are clutching that.
It's always anonymous with no profile pictures.
Oh yeah,
always. They have the most to say about my looks. So I'm like, okay.
I saw some of you guys because I saw you guys' comments while you guys were live on. I think it was Elise was live, and just
she gets some rough ones.
First of all, why would you want to be in a relationship where all the woman does is cooks, cleans, and pops out kids? That sounds
boring,
awful,
and painful.
Awful. Why would you want that? They just want the body of a woman. Like, guys, they sell sex dolls. Like, if you want a woman that doesn't talk or have a personality or an opinion, they actually have, like, you can order a robot from China or Taiwan or something, like, right now. Custom ordered. Not that I know.
Yeah, but they can't afford it.
I've heard.
Their farm's going under. They can't afford the nice sex dolls.
That too. Yeah.
Yeah, the farmers and I are over there praying for help now. I'm like, pray hard. It's going to take a while. All right.
Yep,
Anyway, we're getting off topic. But I want to show you guys this video. All right. Let me show you. This is the woman who is responsible for thousands of jobs and billions of dollars in business for the United States. Single MAGA woman.
So there were 452.
Oh, of course.
And a mega plant construction site yesterday near Savannah.
How did she say Hyundai?
Hyundai.
Hyundai. The one that reported the information that I had to ICE.
She says every letter.
Beyond just someone working illegally. Let me explain to you. These people are working for slave wages. Some are not getting paid. Some are being trafficked. They send money home to their country. They give money to their handler. They have hardly anything left.
Okay, we don't have to watch the rest of this garbage, but you get the idea.
It's just total bullshit. They're always so focused on trafficking, and yet it was just published today that Meta frequently has underage solicitations for underage sex, and rather than a whistleblower came out about this, rather than fight it, they actually covered it up. And they don't. MAGA doesn't talk about that, and of course they're not going to talk about the Epstein files. Which
I'm sorry, but every story, and
Catherine,
maybe you've seen otherwise, but almost every story. I want to say every story I see that comes out that has to do with abusing children, sexually or otherwise, is typically a conservative Christian white man.
Yep. Or the story I sent you guys in Signal too. That's one. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
I mean, I'm sure
that. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. Have you seen? It seems to be a trend. If I'm.
I mean, yes. Also, going back to the whole "I'm from Boston" thing, the Catholic
Church. Yeah.
True.
That was a big thing growing up. So I feel like every time they are making an argument where it's like, oh, people are getting paid slave wages or stuff like that, it's a tell on themselves, because it's like, you haven't cared until this very moment, but this is like, these things have been happening throughout the history of time,
right?
And kids, like, just to touch a little bit on, I don't want to get too off track, but when people are talking about specifically like trans women in sports, one of the things that absolutely pisses me the fuck off with that argument is when people are trying to say that they're protecting female athletes.
Right.
As a female athlete, or a former female athlete, but the one thing I would have wanted people to actually protect me and my teammates from was predators. It wasn't trans,
which are straight white men.
Yes, and like, you have incidents like Larry Nassar. You have incidents like, I won't name my former swim team, but there were some really bad things that happened.
What was the shit that happened at Penn State recently? It was so bad they ended up taking his statue down.
Oh, his name started with an M, I believe, but I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, Joe Paterno's.
Yeah.
He was a head, but yeah.
Anytime they do that, it's... Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
Well, just anytime they do that, it's always a deflection, right? Just same thing when you talk about Israel, like, well, what about Sudan? What about Darfur? And it's like, they didn't actually talk about those issues previously. They don't care. It's just a distraction. Same thing with trans sports. Like, this is the one I texted you about this one. Man accused of impregnating child avoids imprisonment with plea deal. So he impregnated a child last year. She was 12, I think. And he's walking away with having to pay a couple fines. And I don't even think he's on the sex offender registry. So it's like, how can you say that
I'm very
you're
proud of myself
protecting
that I didn't walk away immediately to go get some wine and chug it.
But how can these people say that they're in favor of protecting women when this is the system that they support?
They don't even believe the women, though. They don't even believe the
Yeah.
women when women are the victims. That's what's fucked up. They say they want to protect women, but then when the woman does get assaulted, they're like, you're just...
How many gymnasts had to come out
dramatic.
against Larry Nassar before anything happened to him?
Like,
you know what I'm saying? Like, this shit's insane.
Yeah.
These people are crazy. These people have no moral compass. Like, they don't. They have no. There's no line that they will not cross for their fear.
It's all projection.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
so when it
Cats
comes
Amanda
to
and Friends is even saying all they can do is deflect. That's 100% correct.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and so like when it comes to this woman who, also whoever did her eyebrows, how did you let her leave the salon with like just completely different levels of her face? Like just looking for an excuse to justify like the fear and the hatred that she has, and she's like, "Oh, I'm doing this for them" or whatever. No, you're not. You're doing this because you're seeing people who don't look like you. And you aren't asking the questions of, are they being treated okay? You're just, you need it to go away. So you're going to call and make sure that it goes away.
Right. I wonder where she got all this inside information from. Like, she knew a lot about the company for somebody who's not an actual employee.
She knows a lot about the company for someone who can't say the company's name.
Hyundai. She said every letter of that word. All right, so let's move on to the big bombshell, the heartbreak. MAGA was so happy for like 5 seconds. And I have to just revel in this moment because when they have to be so sad right now. Because Mike Johnson, of course, came out the other day. I played the video where he's like, yep, Donald Trump was an FBI informant. And MAGA ran with it immediately. At first, of course, I'm like, that is even dumb enough that MAGA won't believe it. And like, I'm like, what am I saying? These people will believe anything. So I have an example. I have this. This is another MAGA Karen from TikTok. She is so proud, and she's just saying all of this with her whole chest. Just watch this.
How's everybody feeling this morning after learning that President Trump was an informant for the FBI regarding Jeffrey Epstein?
Why are they always from the South?
Yesterday, while talking to reporters, Speaker of the House Mike Johnson said that President Trump had been an FBI informant regarding Jeffrey Epstein since 2006. I'm sure there's still going to be arguments from Democrats and kickback from the left about this. They absolutely refuse to believe that this president has any good in him at all.
Well, you know,
cut, take.
Well, you know, she had to think of her next sentence, so she's like, all right, I'll say this. Pause.
What I'm going to say is this, and then
I got it.
She has downloaded that app that actually has the transcription or whatever that I always get the ads for.
Yeah.
Where it's like, how do they do it?
She said he's been an informant since 2006. Epstein went to jail in like that time. So Trump became an informant the day that Epstein went to jail? It makes no fucking sense.
The only way Donald Trump would have been an informant would have been had the FBI gone after Donald Trump for something. Rumors are around the internet, because you guys know I'm all over the internet. There are a lot of rumors that Donald Trump was being looked at for money laundering, and we all know that Donald Trump has taken a lot of money from Russia, funneled it through Trump Towers.
That's all it was.
So the rumor is that they were going to go after him, and he's like, hey, how about this? I'll give you my best friend instead. You know what I mean? Which is fucked up.
But no, there's no way he was ever an informant, because he wouldn't be reliable. I mean, they have to get reliable information.
Right.
And he would have just gone into there and made it all about himself. Like, did you witness Jeffrey Epstein do anything? I was there and I saw everything that happened. I was the best, only the best informant. No one. Yeah, but did you see him do anything? I saw everything because I had the best eyes. No one had better eyes. And that would have been the whole fucking informant conversation back and forth.
Plus, that means he also would have had to have sex with children to keep his cover going.
Yeah, that too. Which he definitely did. I mean, he was sued in 16, and again,
13.
Hillary never used
years
it.
Old.
Kamala never used it. Biden never used it. He was sued for raping a 13, 14-year-old child at Epstein party, and no one talks about it.
Yeah. Oh, there's a bombshell coming. There's an ex-K. I don't know if you heard of this, Catherine. There's an ex-KGB agent who said that Putin has Donald Trump on video assaulting underage girls.
Oh, I'm sure he does.
Yeah. But if you look that up when we get off of here, that's where we're at right now. And I'm pretty sure the rumors. I've proved that Jeffrey Epstein had connections to Israel. At least Ghislaine Maxwell and her father had very deep connections to Israel. It's hard to do this show without talking about that.
Well, he fled to Israel when he was originally getting investigated, I think, right? Yeah.
I believe so. I believe you're right.
Yeah.
All right, so anyway, they got to celebrate for about 5 seconds. Other people did, like Benny Johnson got in on it. Actually, I'll play his video real short. Right, he's ran with it too.
So
this is a guy who was shown to be taking money from Russia to spread Russian propaganda. So here he is.
But Chorus is the real issue. It's not Russia, it's Chorus.
Right, exactly.
Yo, the game just changed in the Jeffrey Epstein saga with a monster revelation that makes President Trump the hero of the entire story. Speaker of the House Mike Johnson saying that Donald Trump.
Okay, we can stop it.
Yeah, it's just ultimate cringe. I can't believe that these people have thought I was masking them.
Right, and this is also the same guy that made a video showing off
my Diet Dr. Pepper.
This is the guy that was wearing the alligator Alcatraz merch too.
Yeah,
let's not forget that. Yeah, so anyway, there's this. This came out today. This is the birthday note that old Donnie, old pervert,
didn't exist.
Mm-hmm. Right, they said it didn't exist. This is a doodle of, I don't know, I guess.
Titties.
Yeah.
Well, one thing I immediately notice is that, most women of a certain age don't carry their boobs at their clavicle.
Yeah, that's pretty fucking high.
They are small. I was gonna say that. Well, I'm so glad somebody else said it before me. I was gonna say this looks like
it's just
very young.
Mosquito bites. It's weird.
It's giving young. It's giving young.
Yes.
But anyway, this is definitely real. And there's even though we know it's from Donald, there's even handwriting experts looking at this shit right now.
Yeah.
And of course he signed it where the pubic hair would be. Of course. Because he's a disgusting pervert.
Creepy.
Right. I don't even think, though I will say, I don't think it was meant to be like, look at the pubic there. I think even more disgustingly, it was meant to be like a stamp of ownership.
Oh, I'm sure. Oh, there's also a story that apparently there's another note that came along with this. Apparently, Donald Trump bought a woman for like $22,500.
Yep.
The depreciated value, they said it was. Yeah, there's all kinds of shit coming out, man. But here, this is what it says. There must be more to life than having everything, Donald. What is this? Is this a conversation?
Yeah, I think that's what it's supposed to be, yeah.
Oh, my God. Happy birthday, and may every day be another wonderful secret. From Donald J. Trump, pedophile in chief. So that's what we get. Yeah, super great. But anyway,
disgusting. I can't believe that this is the guy that Republicans chose to back, a fucking pedophile. And it was pretty clear he was a pedophile. He said it in his own words in an interview with.
There's so many interviews.
I can't remember which interview it was, but he said that he liked Epstein because he likes women on the younger side, just like he does. What is that supposed to mean, given what Epstein did? It's clearly he was a pedophile before any of this shit came out. And again, the Democrats used none of it. How bad at politics do you have to be to not use this shit?
I know. This was a slam dunk.
Unbelievable.
This really was.
But losing my fucking mind.
I will say I'm not total, like, maybe this is just I have absolutely no faith in people. But I don't, like, I would love to believe that even if we had used it, it would have disqualified him. But like we had the whatever Billy Bush at like Access Hollywood tape, and people were still like, well, he didn't send emails on a private server. So
I know, and that's the corporate media for you. You know, I mean,
he was also
always about the horse race, and here they are falling into line with.
Right, and he lost the case to E. Jean Carroll in the meantime. You're probably right. If this would have come out beforehand, he probably still would have got the same amount of votes because these are the people that literally support and protect predators.
But you have to, yes, the information is out there, but you have to be willing to use it, which none of the Democrats have ever been willing to do.
True.
And two, you have to be willing to keep pushing the story, keep pushing the narrative, and you have to fight corporate media. Like New York Times wants to talk about fucking emails. No, fuck that. You're losing the story. This dude's a pedophile. What's wrong with you guys? Call him out. Name him and shame him.
I will say, though, I do think there's also a big difference between the Epstein survivors because they're the ones that are pushing the story and they're the ones that are taking ownership. Whereas I think for a lot of stories, like when it comes to the victim or the survivor, if they're not going as aggressively, I can completely understand that would be a terrifying place to be in, especially if you are the only person speaking up.
Yeah.
So, and if like you're gonna get those death threats, the slander, and like everything in your life, I just think about like how Monica Lewinsky, everything that she had to face. But this would be that times MAGA.
Yeah.
And MAGA is so much more unhinged and violent.
Well, they're calling them paid actors. You know, there's there's at least one Epstein survivor that did vote for Trump. I know that for a fact. That blew my mind. That blew my mind. How could you vote for this guy knowing his connections to him? Again, nothing makes sense in this world. We've slipped into some kind of dystopian galaxy that I don't know. Anyway, let's watch Mike Johnson get approached today about the fact that he had to clarify, because the White House had no idea, apparently, that Mike Johnson was out here saying that Donald Trump was an FBI informant. Apparently, Mike Johnson freestyled this one and got ate up, because the White House is immediately like, what? So he gets asked today. Listen, we could critique his response. Yeah, now he's trying to say, well, I don't know. I'll just play it and we can.
Oh, the hoax yesterday.
What Trump is referring to is the hoax that the Democrats are using to try to attack him. He has never said or suggested or implied. I've talked to him about this many times, many times.
It comes across as calling the whole thing a hoax.
It's been misrepresented. He's not saying that what Epstein did is a hoax. It's a terrible, unspeakable evil. He believes that himself. When he first heard the rumor, he kicked him out of Mar-a-Lago. He was an FBI informant to try to take this stuff down. The president knows and has great sympathy for the women.
All right, so that's the original video. Let me see. I think I actually have the other one too, where he has to backtrack. There it is. There it is. I think I actually just loaded the wrong video by mistake. I have too many videos.
It looked like he was just spitballing. It looked like he just came up with that on the fly. I don't think that he even knew he was going to say that until he said it.
All right, so here's him backtracking this entire thing. I believe this is the right video, if I can do this correctly.
Okay, all right. What I was referring to in the conversation was what the victim's attorney said. More than a decade ago, President Trump kicked Epstein out of Mar-a-Lago. And he was one of the only people, one of the only prominent people, as everyone has reported, not President Trump, but everybody about him, that he was willing to help law enforcement go after this guy who was a disgusting child abuser, sex trafficker, all the allegations.
So he's still saying he was an informant.
I don't know if he uses the right terminology, but that's common knowledge, and everybody knows that. So this is
how is it common? What?
I didn't tell you this specifically about his
I said I was recounting.
Right. So far, up until this point, that has been complete conspiracy. That somehow Donald. I think Donald Trump was the one that snitched on him. I do, because Jeffrey Epstein had powerful connections. And, you know, who was president when all this stuff happened? I'm just saying, you know, so.
Yeah, I never understood the jumping to the Clintons had that arranged when the connection was significantly more direct.
Yeah. But blaming it on Obama and blaming it on Hillary Clinton and Joe Biden, like.
It's just it's the contradiction. It's MAGA contradiction, because it's like the files don't exist. Oh, they existed, but it's the Democrats that had it. Oh, actually, the Democrats are in it. Oh, the Democrats are in it. That's why we can't show it, because we have to protect the Democrats. But also the files don't exist. It's just the contrarian back and forth bullshit, because they're liars. And anyone with a shred of common sense would be able to see through it.
All right, so last topic here. I just want to talk about Donald Trump a little bit, and then I just want to show you my comment section of my Facebook page and show you how crazy this stuff is. He's talking about God a lot lately, and of course, there is no separation of church and state with these people. But here he is. This is a video he posted on his social media, which is just really strange.
Under crooked Joe Biden, Christians and Americans of faith are being persecuted like nothing this nation has ever seen.
Look at the bottom of his ears are
Catholics
two-toned.
in particular are being targeted, and
look at his lobes.
Evangelicals are surely on the watch list as well. Over the past 3 years, the Biden administration has sent SWAT teams to arrest pro-life activists. The FBI has been caught profiling devout Catholics as possible domestic terrorists. And
okay.
Bullshit after bullshit after bullshit.
Right.
You all right, Jeremy?
Joe Biden's Catholic.
I was about to say, he's definitely the one that's like, hold on, guys.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, Joe Biden's Catholic, and here Yeah, nobody's attacking Christians. We just want you to shut the fuck up. We're just tired of hearing about it. You know what I mean? We don't care what religion you are. The only reason we care is because you keep telling us what you are.
Yeah, as much as they talk about, like, they hate having the gay agenda shoved down their throats, that's what Christians do. I was just at the pier, and they got the Jesus freaks out there with their fucking signs, like, repent or join the church or you will go to hell. Yeah, all this shit. It's like, they're the ones doing it. I can't fucking stand it.
I'll never forget when I was in high school, the Westboro Baptist Church came to Boston to like picket the high school that was right next to my high school because they were like, "You guys are like too liberal and gay," and I was like,
"Oh no,
they're 14." Like,
Jesus Christ!
What the fuck are you guys doing?
Yeah,
they're awkward kids in puberty, just trying to figure out their bodies. Their voices sound weird.
Yeah,
but you're a grown ass adult, just yelling at them in your non-employed time. What the fuck are you doing?
They came and protested us too in Colorado. I can't remember why.
Right on.
But they were so pathetic. There was like 5 of them, and so then everybody just counter protested and was just like playing music and party. That's what you have to do. You just troll them, you know.
Yeah.
You know, if you're obviously you wouldn't do that as in high schoolers, but like if you're 2 adults and they're talking raging against gay people, fucking start making out. Screw it. It's just right in front of them. Make out. Really give them something to be mad about.
All right. Well, I'll tell you here. I'll show you. Since we're talking about kids in school, they're using kids now to promote this religious, homophobic, xenophobic agenda. Like, this is crazy. Watch this. This disturbed me when I saw it.
Hi, I'm Shane Cias. I've been a Christian my whole life, and Jesus means everything to me. When I was in 5th grade, my school forced me to teach my kindergarten buddy about changing his gender using a book called My Shadow is Pink. The book said you can choose your gender based on feelings instead of how God made us. I knew this was not right, but I was afraid of getting in trouble. After my family spoke up, the school treated us badly.
Does Trump look like he's
started
scoping out the
bullying me
kid's
and my
ass?
brother because of our faith.
He does.
And the school did nothing to stop it. It hurt a lot, but I kept trusting God. I believe kids like me should be able to live our faith at school without being forced to go against what we believe. I hope no other family has to go through what mine did. Thank you.
You know, this is also part and parcel of all abusers, because as soon as they get caught, as soon as they get outed, they cling to the church, because the church is the one place that predators are welcome.
Yeah. Well, you know, the one thing I realized, and I don't know, maybe you guys can agree with me or disagree with me, and this is kind of a revelation I had, but just religion holds us back as a society.
Yes, it does.
It doesn't progress. It does not progress. These people are holding on and manipulating in words that were written thousands of years ago. It does not. I think by men, right? By men,
from multiple different languages, so God knows what it was. The game. The Bible is the ultimate game of telephone. You know, you don't know what the fuck was in the original Bible.
People don't talk nearly enough about how gay King James was and how gay the King James Bible is. It's so gay.
Is it really? I don't remember that stuff.
Oh yeah, no, of all the translations, it's one of the ones that's
interesting. I'm gonna have to ask my mom about that. She's a big Bible person.
But this is a problem, because if we're gonna have Christian nationalists around the country, we're gonna have kids. Like, there's already kids learning using PragerU at school. I verified that shit from a woman that I met in DC. Said that they are for a fact using PragerU, which is Israeli propaganda, run by Kash Patel's girlfriend.
Yeah, because that's the video.
That
was a video where it's Chris Columbus is like, slavery's not that bad.
Yeah, how could you be mad at us for that? You know, I mean, it's like
we could have killed you, but instead made you slaves.
Right, like my thing is, death is better than slavery. Like, what kind of question is that? I would rather die than be a slave if I had a choice. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think he died.
Before we start revising that.
Yeah, that shit's crazy, man. But that's what we're dealing with. Again, there is no. I mean, we have
unfortunately, Dennis Prager is still alive.
Oh, damn it!
That's unfortunate.
Yeah.
But hey, that gives me yet another reason to celebrate.
Yeah,
I know, right? We have some good news coming in the near future. He's very old. I do know that.
If only I could buy stock in Total Wine. It's a private company.
All right, guys. Last thing we're going to talk about is the fact that MAGA cannot handle the fact that people are protesting. They just don't get it. They're like, why is everybody so mad at our leader, Donald Trump? We love Donald Trump. So I get stuff. I follow a lot of MAGA people on here just because it's fun to watch the shit that they post, because then I get to troll them And then, like, I literally get paid to troll. I rage bait MAGA on Facebook.
Yeah.
Don't go to my Facebook page. It's quite literally one of the most toxic places on earth. But anyway, this lady here, I don't know who she is. I saw her post. She is apparently an anchor on, I can't say that. So let's click on that and see what that brings up. Oh, okay. America's Report with, okay. So it's just, is it just
Why
her?
do you have the worst eyebrows? My God.
Is it just her? I know this is the MAGA look, the Botox, like completely dead face.
The Mar-a-Lago face.
The Mar-a-Lago
Mar-a-Lago
face.
face.
Thank you
There
so
you got
much.
it.
Yeah.
She posts that. Oh, I posted that. She posts that all of these people, over 10,000 people were in the streets of D.C. I don't know if you were there for that, Catherine, or not the other day. And they think somehow all of these people are somehow being paid by, of course, they say George Soros is mentioned, I believe, up here. Yep, Soros-backed or union-supported agitators is what we are, apparently. So the comment section.
My union still won't do this kind of shit. They're so bunch of fucking losers. But no, there's no way unions are involved in that shit.
Yeah, so this is literally what I do on Facebook, guys. Okay, so MAGA is finally seeing how much we truly hate this Nazi regime, and they just don't understand why. It's honestly hilarious how damn ignorant you all are. Like, you go hard in the paint on Facebook. I'm sorry. I take advantage of the fact that, well, one, there's no facts. I don't post lies, but you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Some of the shit you see on here, it's worse than Twitter. It's where at least Twitter has community notes. Facebook is insane. This guy here says, identify them, Ruben. Identify it, audit, and see where the income comes from. Yeah, let's hear from the D.C. residents who supported the cleanup. And then, of course, I posted a picture of what the end of a Trump rally looks like.
Oh, yeah.
That's my response. Like, that's a Trump rally. But if you guys, there's videos of me online picking up trash in D.C. Like, it's literally what we do at the site where we're at. We police ourselves.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Too. And if there's trash that we didn't put on the ground, we still pick it up.
Yeah.
This guy says, time for a water cannon or two. Like, these people are insane. Check their residency and income tax records. Now, oh my God. But no, this is the shit I deal with on Facebook. Like, Facebook is toxic as hell.
Yes, it is. So
but my comment section, if you want to have some fun, man, go for it, because it is wild.
I gotta follow you on there, because I don't think
my Facebook page is legit insane. Legit insane. And I don't, like, I follow some of the weirdest people, but it's so funny. Like, some of these MAGA groups, wow.
They're insane.
They are truly out of their minds. They are truly, they've lost it. But they can't wrap their head around the fact that we just hate Donald Trump.
Yeah.
And we're going to continue to hate Donald Trump because, you know, he's an asshole. He's a
pedophile.
Right, that too, yeah. He's a fascist.
Key point of that.
He's deporting people. He's taking rights away. He has done nothing to help the American people since taking office, other than line his pockets.
Unemployment is higher than it's been since fucking. Like,
right now, there are more unemployed people than there are jobs in America right now, which means if you filled every job right now, there are going to be still people that don't have a job.
Yep.
That's how bad Trump's America is right now. Mm-hmm. And people are bragging like, oh, our economy's as strong as it was since it hasn't been as strong since 1928. And like everybody's response was, then the market crashed the following year.
Yeah, that's right. I remember seeing
the Great Depression started, and it was.
Yeah.
So anyway, Catherine, thank you so much for coming on the show. Looking forward to seeing you down in D.C. since you live so close. Hopefully, we'll be able to hang out and do some live streaming on location. I'll show you, because you said about putting together I have like this really cool little mobile setup. It's not hard to put together. I have like a gimbal, mobile microphone, stuff like that. So yeah, I'm hoping to run into you for sure. So definitely, everybody have a good rest of your day. Don't forget, again, if you want to donate to our DC trip, the GoFundMe is in the description of the video. It's
only
also
55
on
off
my
from
channel
your goal,
page.
I saw. So,
yeah, that's amazing. I mean, somebody else donated. You guys have been amazing.
Chat,
seriously. Mike's and I, our plan was always to be out in the streets, broadcasting what's really happening. And that was 2 years ago when we started doing this. That was our goal. And thanks to you guys and your support, we've not only continued to do the show, because there's been a couple times where I just wanted to give up. But we've managed to do so many different protests this year. It's been honestly life-changing this year. It's given me hope. Every time I feel like when I get stuck in my media bubble at home, and Catherine and James, you guys might agree, it really fucks your head up every once in a while because all you see is hate, bigotry, people getting arrested, ICE raids, people getting blown up, kids with their heads missing in certain parts of the world that we won't. Well, we've already said it. In Gaza, I mean, I've seen more pictures of dead kids than I ever want to see. Yeah, just so much going on. So we want to bring you like the reality on the ground and everything like that. So yeah,
I have more time
a lot of
range.
plans.
That's
going
to the range is great. Anger management. Go to the range, fire off 100 rounds, get your practice in because fascism is here.
Yeah, getting out on the streets still gets you out of that bubble, I think. And when you see 100%. People with the same mindset as you, and because most of the protests we go to are completely incident free, and if there's an incident, it's usually a Trump supporter causing the problem.
Yeah, always.
But you're gonna get a sense of community, and it'll make you feel a lot better just to get out and see people in the streets like that. So if
I would
you are
also
able to,
highly recommend rage rooms. I recently did one myself. Oh, it feels good. I got to live out my Office Space fantasy of just like breaking crap.
Got the fax machine.
Yeah, beautiful.
That's hilarious. So, all right, guys, looking forward to seeing you in DC. I'll be back on tomorrow with Mike, and Liz McIntyre is coming back. We're going to be from Stop Moms for Liberty. We're going to be doing another education episode. So please join us for that at 9 o'clock. And other than that, I hope you guys have a good rest of your day. We'll talk to you.